Hello and welcome to Tabletop Oddity. My name is Jay, and today FFG have updated the rules reference for Star Wars Legion. And there is there's a couple of important points, but I think number one most important point for the meta and the game health as a whole is they have straight up changed key positions. It's fantastic news, great news. The change is basically, I didn't think they were going to change the card. I thought they would change the way that the mini game was done, but they flat out come out and changed the card, and they basically put it so that the first token has to go on the terrain piece that's closest to the middle. Fine, happy enough. Any change is fine. That's a decent way of doing it. But there's quite a few other things, and so we'll just have a look at some stuff. So on the website, if you go on, you will find this, which if you go on the product Star Wars Legion, they have an upcoming Star Wars rules reference. It just tells you basically when that's going to go live. I think it goes live on the 28th, but it came out today. Basically, it comes out in a week, so but you can pretty much use it from now. It's just so that if there were any official events, it would use it from that point on. And then if you click that, which I'm not going to do because I'm actually going to show you the PDF that I've already downloaded. And the new stuff is in blue. So there's a lot of interesting stuff here, which sort of future-proofs the rule set a little bit. Like there's an interesting bit on declaring terrain. It's just putting it more formally how you set up your terrain as far as I can see. And then there's a few interesting rules, disciplined and indomitable, we've sort of seen and heard of. Pulling the strings has got its own little shenanigans in here. But there's restore and repair X and treat X and all that kind of stuff. They're basically showing you how heals are going to work, either from what they called, I want to say a health droid, medical droid, that's the phrase, and stuff like that. And it can also repair vehicles. It's basically going to let you, if you've got Vader, take a wound off Vader and heal it. So yeah, pretty interesting. There's stuff here for maybe if you want to set up a team battle, that's fine. Entourage is pretty much laid out as we thought it would be, but the key things are the errata, right? If you want to read it, go through, pick these and just read the rules. I recommend that you do that anyway, but I don't want this video to be 20 minutes, so I'm just going to go straight to the point, which is mainly these erratas, because there's two of them. There's a few other changes. Let's just see. I've made a few notes, so we'll talk about the errata in a minute. Entourage is explained, bounty is explained. Interestingly about bounty, if you've got a Boba Fett off and your opponent Boba Fett kills your commander to claim a token, your Boba can then kill that Boba Fett and claim that token, even if he didn't have a token placed on him. I just found that quite amusing. You also, another big change, you can't force push anybody off the board. If you're just not allowed to leave the battlefield. I mean, Nikki will be, saying he was right when at the Element Games. He'll know what I'm talking about there. But the two big things are the erratas basically. So let's get to it. I'm very excited. You can possibly tell I'm not normally this excited about simple things. Key positions. There you have it. Basically, you just put your first token on a terrain piece that's in the middle of the board. It then says if you can't put it on the one that's in the middle of the board, put it the one that's nearest. If there's two equal distance, the blue player picks. If you can't put it anywhere, you don't put it down. So yeah, very happy that it's there. I think I would have preferred a rules change, maybe just to keep it simpler for a little while. But I guess this just says, hey, look, we messed up on key positions and done. And the other one that's interesting that I haven't mentioned so far is rapid reinforcements. Nobody has been really using rapid reinforcements, or like you take it and then you never did it again. Because rapid reinforcements was on turn 2. Well, you keep 2 units away outside of the game, and then on turn 2 you come in and then you don't do anything at the end of turn 2. So you only start playing with them in turn 3. And he was like, I ain't doing that. That's a bit crap. Basically, to simplify this, it's been changed to turn 1. So you can now put your unit aside at the start, and then when you get to the first token of them, like I say it was an operative, although you actually can't do it with an operative, but let's say it was an operative, as I said, even though you can't do it. Once you draw that token, then you place him down. You still can't do anything. You don't do any actions, you count as activating. But it's a lot better now. It's turn 1. Basically going to allow you to do a sneaky turn 1 move, which I think is a lot more reasonable and there's actually reasons to take it. And the reason it's balanced is that you both get to do it. It's not like only one of you do, so now you both get the choice to whether or not you actually want to rapid reinforce. Force choke has been changed. I don't understand the change to force choke, because it says when a non... I think it's basically adding the operative, because you couldn't do it on a commander model, and now you can't do it on an operative model. Fair enough. I guess it made the operatives a little bit weak to force choke, but yeah, that seems reasonable that you can't do it on that. But yeah, the big changes, to summarise, key positions change so that you cannot... it's not massively imbalanced. There's no point doing the blue bid quite as much now. There still is if you don't want to get long march or something with Vader, but really, the days of the 20-point bid, pointless. It's fine. Changing it to that, perfectly reasonable. It's a much more balanced game now. I've got no problems with it. Completely fine. Rapid reinforcements, turn 1. You still don't get to shoot turn 1, but a lot of the times you're just repositioning turn 1 anyway, so I'm happy enough with that. Force choke, not really bothered about that. The other big one is not being able to force push off the board, which was a sneaky little tactic which you can't do any longer, which sort of feels a little bit bad. It's a nerf to force push, and I'm not... Like, with Vader, you weren't really going to get to do it anyway because you didn't have the movement. It really sort of just negates it on Luke. I don't really think it's as worth it on Luke anymore, but I'd have to play a few games to work out if it actually is. That really it. As I said, you can go and read the stuff about like repair, how repair is going to work. It's that you put a wound token on your counter, and then anything within range 1, you get to heal it up. You can go and read that stuff for yourself. The team battle, adding new rules for the team battles, that's interesting. I think you knock it down to 600 points per person, something like that. Just makes a big game of the 4 of you. The non-combatant thing is basically it's a model that goes in your unit. They don't fight. They're the last unit to get removed except the leader. So if you've got a special weapon, the special weapon will get removed before them. And then they'll be the droids basically that heal you up and that kind of stuff. All in all, I mean, it's like a small thing, as in it's just a rule change and not that many rules changed, but the end result of that is actually quite sizable. Bids are going, Luke's force push is done, rapid reinforcements is actually usable. Key positions, that big change means that bid's gone, means it's all a lot more balanced, and yeah, I'm pretty happy about it. Legion, I feel like, it's on the up and up at the minute. Like, I feel like there's a lot more hype about it now that we've had the Rogue One stuff. We've got these rules. The Clone Wars are on the horizon, the far horizon, but on the horizon. And yeah, I'm just so happy about it. I've been playing on Tabletop Simulator, not doing very well. I really need to pick up my game a little bit. I've been concentrating a little bit too much on X-Wing, and I need to get back into Legion. So, gonna set up my other computer, be able to play a few more Tabletop Simulator games there, and yeah, I'm happy about it. So let me know your thoughts. Anything here that you've seen that is there anything big that I've missed? I hope not. If there is, put whack it in the comments, and I'll you should check the comments just in case there is. Like this video if you want to see. Well, it's just news. So don't like the video. Have a beautiful day though. Thank you to all to my patrons. I do really appreciate that. I'm looking over here because I've got my OBS over here for a change. Have a most beautiful day and goodbye. Bye guys.